everybody, GT here from GT's Barbecue here in Washington State. I don't know, it's about 15 degrees, the wind's blowing. I decided I'm going to do some leftover pulled pork sandwiches tonight. So I'm going to fire up the Rec Tec, and I think I'm going to do some bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts this time. Something to go along with those, something I hadn't done before. So I guess we got about, I don't know, 8 inches of snow last night. We're supposed to get quite a bit more today. So in between these storms, I'm going to try to get something going. So we'll see you in a little bit. Hi everybody, GT here from GT's Barbecue. Today I'm going to make some pulled pork sandwiches for dinner. I had some pulled pork I took out of the freezer. Kind of wanted to use that up. I'm going to have a nice mustard slaw on that. I think I got the recipe for that from Cosmos Q. I'll put a link down below to that video if you're interested. That's an awesome recipe for coleslaw. And I wanted something a little bit different, so I saw a video actually just this morning on cooking with rye that were bacon wrapped, maple syrup coated Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to do my own little twist on it today, kind of mix it in with a recipe that I've done on some other things, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to take these Brussels sprouts that I've cut in half, and I've taken this bacon, cut it in half as well. Just put a little drizzle of the truffle infused hot sauce on it. Mix it around. When I do candied bacon, I would do both sides, but today I'm just going to go like so. Mash this down in my maple flavored brown sugar that I get from Cosmos Q. Kind of dust off the excess there. I'm going to take and wrap around this Brussels sprout so that the seam on the bacon is down on the bottom part, so it sits nice and flat. Put these on a rack. I'll get the rest of them done and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've got these Brussels sprouts wrapped with my sugar-coated bacon that I treated with the hot sauce and then dunked it in brown sugar. I'm going to put a little bit of Killer Hog's The Barbecue Rub. This is a very, very low salt. Just give it a little bit of kind of a barbecue flavor. Just tap, 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 tap-a-roo. That's a technical term. Go along these, as you can see, just a little bit. And then I'm going to cook these until the Brussels sprouts are tender and until the bacon crisps up. So I'm going to keep the heat down just a little bit, particularly with that brown sugar on there. Any sugar will burn really much above 250, 275. So I'm cooking a little hotter than that. So you just keep an eye on it, and I'll rotate this pan around every once in a while during the cook. Keep an eye, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so it's time to get Angus fired up. We're getting ready to put this food on. So I'm going to walk over here and hit the power button. So I'll go ahead and adjust this temp up to about 300 degrees, and we'll let that warm up, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've got the Rec Tec fired up to about 315 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and put these on. They already look, oh, and they smell amazing. I'm going to put these on about in the middle, and probably about 20 minutes or 25 minutes I'll go ahead and come out and rotate these around just to make sure they're cooking even. So we'll see in a little while. Okay, so I took the pulled pork out of the freezer this morning, let it thaw, and one of the best ways I've found to reheat pulled pork is to just bring it up to temp slowly. I take my vacuum seal bag and cut the corner off to let it vent, and I have this pot with water in it set on about medium, and I'll just let that kind of come up here till it gets to about 120 degrees, and we'll use it. Okay, so we're going to pull these off. It's been about, honestly, a total of about an hour and 10 minutes. These things are looking awesome. They're just poke tender. The magic of this cook has been trying to not cook the bacon too much and still have the Brussels sprouts tender. So I'm going to pull these inside and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so the Brussels sprouts are done and they look delicious. I'm going to build this plate now. And oh man, these little guys look delicious. I'm going to put some pulled pork on these Hawaiian buns that I got at Safeway, I think. And I'm going to use a little bit of Cosmos Q, the original competition rub. He has a new rub out now that the X1 that I really like as well. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. And this slaw is crazy good. So I'm going to put some of that on there. Top it off with a top of the bun. I'm going to try one of these. Oh man. Oh. It's a weird combination of sweet, heat, tenderness, and vegetable. This is crazy. When I first saw the video from Rye, I thought, you know, I don't know about that, but man, I'm telling you, these are good. I can't imagine a better way to use some leftover pulled pork, which if you smoke a lot of meat, you always have a freezer full of leftover pulled pork. So thank you, Rye, for the motivation to try this. I really hope it came out nearly as good as yours. It's just stupid good. So hopefully you'll try these. They're easy, they're cheap. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.